Hello guys, good evening or good morning everyone, and welcome to our daily stock market insights. Today is technically June 13th, but this is still considered to be part of my June 12th stock market insights because it's already 12:54 a.m. Okay, so right now what I'm going to share to you are these stocks because earlier today I managed to record our insights for these stocks. If you have not watched it yet, I will link the comment, or I will put a link to that video in the description box so you can also watch it. In the meantime, I'd like to go ahead and talk about these stocks for you. Okay, so in case your stock is not yet part of the list, feel free to drop a comment. It's a weekend tomorrow. I have the entire day to just record my insights based on your request. And if this is your first time to watch our video, I'm inviting you to also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're always updated whenever we have new videos. Let us begin. Ali is showing us a good formation here. I feel that this is a bounce. In fact, this is the resistance, but it's trying to form another one over here for our new support. But let me plot that here. I see a support forming at the 35.16 area. So what does this mean? Just in case the market gives us a chance there, anywhere from 35.16 actually and 37.4 is a good entry price. It's still considered to be cheap, and I'm not scared to say that because I'm talking about one of the blue chip companies in the country. So this is one of the many stable companies that we have in the market, so nothing to be scared about. So 35.16 is for me already a good price to start accumulating volume. If it drops a little bit downwards, this one is the next support, 33.75. Okay, but as for your resistance, the nearest one would be here, around 38.34. Reason for that, I see this and I see this. Okay, Globe, it's just GLO. It's a bounce for Globe, and let us see if it'll continue to move higher because we're starting to trigger the middle line over here, which is our MA20. Your RSI is still in the mid-range, so I think that looks healthy. For me, I'd say if you really want to get in, I plot the nearest support at this level because I see this accumulation happening in this area, and the next resistance would be right over here, and it's very easy to locate because each time this price level gets hit, there's a rejection that's happening. You also have another resistance forming here, so I think that is this is just a temporary retracement. However, I feel that this resistance is going to be a strong resistance. This is in case going to be the fourth possible stop here. First, second, third over here, and then possibly fourth attempt. And each time it attempts to break that, your momentum is declining. So we don't want that. So I think this one is just good for range trading at the moment. 276.51. Take profit around 2,307 if you like. MPI. We are very near a resistance. So we might see some weakness. Actually, what is happening right now is already a sign of weakness. We have been moving in this range, and then we're showing some decline there. At the same time, take a look at this, right? See that you are at the overbought level. That means this looks expensive at the moment. Let it rest. It's fine. Find your own timing, but right now I still feel that you can get this at a much lower price. I think it will revisit around 3.19 level before it takes off again. It's still overbought, so I'm not highly recommending that. MBT, okay, still retracing, and where could it possibly drop? You know what I'd like to do here? I'd like to do a Fibonacci retracement. Where could it possibly drop? Okay, so looks like this is respecting 39.40. So I'd like us to observe what happens around this level, 39.4. If that gets sustained, okay, good. Maybe what you can do here is wait for a green candlestick to come out, either in this area, and your last drop would be your MA20 line. That's your threshold. Anything lower than that, we don't want to recommend. Reason why my conviction is strong at this 0.618 area is because there is your MA20 line. So at least 3 areas of focus for MBT. Overall, you're still within this tolerable swings, because it's for long-term investors. This is still very cheap level. Just try to haggle at what point can you enter, and try to play around with your lot size. Don't enter the entire amount in just one transaction. A lot of tenured traders allocate their other transactions in tranches. So try to observe. Maybe you can enter one here at 38.22 and then enter another one here, 37.03, if it continues to decline. But wait for a green candlestick to come out before you enter. That's the condition, because that validates the bounce. EEI. EEI is, I think, going to respect your MA20 line. It revisited that. I think it will just reestablish your support right over there. And I think this is good because it allows us to get it at a much cheaper price. I feel that this area is already a strong area to start accumulating, because it has been how many drops there? First, second, then there's a slight overshoot. I think this is your bottom already, and it will just reestablish your support at 5.08 before it goes higher again. So if you're bottom fishing, I think this is one of the candidates. NIKL. NIKL is making an attempt to bounce. Let's see if that's an area of possible bounce according to our Fibonacci retracement. Let's try this. So it's more long term. Could be, right here. It looks like it respected this level. So let's try to test it at 1.90 if you'd like. But this one I'm already addressing my statement to those people who are long-term investors. But if you really want to play conservative, I'd say 1.81. That is a more conservative line, and last drop would be this level, 1.71 or 72. So these two areas could be your threshold. If it breaks this could be the next stop, or this one. As always, I'd recommend wait for the green candlestick to validate this stop before it takes off again. Okay, but I feel that there's also a chance that it will already bounce at this level, because when it reached this area, there was a bounce that happened same day. It's kind of small, but it did that. So most likely you will have some stabilization right here. Market will give you a chance around 1.91, and if it does, maybe you could already start allocating some funds there and test it out. MAC. Why does it look the same? Look almost the same. Let me see. Let me also use that Fibonacci retracement. See that? I think this is attempting to bounce at this level, just right there, sitting at the 0.236 level. Also, you have foreign buying here. Okay, so I think that is, again, is a possible area of bounce. Maybe if you can, I have a strong feeling it will already accumulate, start to take off by Monday. If it drops again, 5.92 for me, say the lowest it could drop before it goes higher again. Because see this, we're still at the very cheap level here. That's why for me, if even though it has been rallying for several days, I'd say um, the sentiment of the majority is really more on the bullish side compared to them hesitating to enter. So I think the market is just giving us that chance to get in. Okay, so with 50 cents difference, if you're in it for long term, I think it doesn't matter. That's a good deal already. But try to, of course, something that I don't cover here is the fundamental analysis. If there's something that I may not be aware of, based on the news, based on PSE Edge, just be careful, okay? Read the news as well, because whatever you have here in technical, whatever we discuss here, using technical analysis, in most cases, if the news is really very impacting, it voids whatever technical analysis that you have. Okay, so if nothing serious, nothing negative is brewing on the sideline, then most likely whatever we have here in terms of technical analysis, it will um, normally it gets followed. Okay. I already talked about MBT. I'll remove this. So what we have next is ACEPH. ACEPH, I don't feel good. It has triggered your. This could be a slight overshoot. Uh, but I see your next support forming in this level. Okay, so I'd say be extra careful. We might have more declines in the coming days. So it might test your 2.13 level, and then next possible stop would be around 2 peso level. Okay, you have this actually a little lower, 1.98. This is these areas are somewhat strong because for several days price has been landing there and it's bouncing. So first area to focus on would be 2.13. Let us see if it continues to bounce. Otherwise, next possible drop would be 1.98, which is around 6.42% decline. So of course, the nearer you are to your support level, the better. So it's up to you. If you want to look at this as your support or this one. So it all depends on your perspective. Next is Cebu Pacific. Looks like it's trying to respect the first level of Fibonacci. Let us see if it's indeed in that area. Oh, looks like this is the area it respects. Okay, this is the area it could potentially bounce. Okay, it at one point this wick or long line there, price reached that level and then there was a bounce. So I feel that it will continue to bounce. So your call if you want to haggle up to this part or just continue entering, because most likely we will have some more bullish actions for this stock. Okay, by the way, they have piece of fare today. It's Independence Day. So I'm sure this company is very creative in their promotional campaigns. Uh, People will take advantage of that. PXP. PXP is still respecting your MA20 line over here. So I would like us to plot an ascending trench, or what do you a range. It's like your, and let me just do this. Copy, go there. You can use that level for your support and resistance. Okay, this could be your support. That's also sitting at your MA20 line. So if you see a green candlestick formed there, then that would validate the bounce. And see if you will have a resistance at this level. Okay, this level. Because you have an area there. See this? This is your nearest resistance. So probably it's going to be on this, right on this spot here. That could be your profit taking area, 6.46. And that only happens if there's a green candlestick formed here. Probably it starts here and then it engulfs this red candlestick. That could be your decision making candlestick. Then wait for it to climb up higher and then take profit probably here if you see weakness happening. MWIDE. MWIDE, it's also a bounce here. 6.88 is our support, so try to negotiate if market gives you a chance for there. So 6.97 to 7.60 on, for me, is already a good entry price. Because still very cheap level, so it doesn't matter with a few cents difference. After all, once it rallies to the upside, big potential over here. Okay, 14, even if you take profit around 14 peso level, that's gonna be humongous. HLCM. HLCM still stabilizing at this level for those people who have not entered yet and are really interested in this stock. The market has given you a chance. I thought when it entered right here, it's going to really continue rallying to the upside. But we're again very constricted in the Bollinger Band. So maybe with the right volume, it will push the price higher again. However, I'd say this is already the bottom. It has already reached the bottom, guys. Businesses are starting to open up, and most of the stocks are already starting to rally to the upside, and some minor retracements, but I really feel that most of the sentiment is really going to move higher, or going to be bullish in the coming days, for as long as there is no negative effect to the GCQ that we have recently implemented here in Metro Manila or in the other provinces. So let's just try to observe and be very vigilant in reading news, especially when it involves our stocks. FLI. FLI is, wow. Let us see if it will continue to dip and give you a chance right here. 1 peso level. So I think it will revisit that again or retest and create a brand new support at that area. Okay, 0.99, which is 4 cents away. Okay, so far that's still cheap. Yeah, just wait for a green candlestick around that area, or if it reaches that level again, that would be a good haggle. GTCAP. Oh, used to be a resistance here, and it revisited that, so it's possible that it could bounce, but still undecided. That means the market is undecided. Look at the weekly chart. You just had a resistance. You just hit a resistance there. So if you're going to ask me, there might be a big possibility that it will revisit your 398.72. So I'm not saying it's going to happen right away on Monday, but uh, there's a possibility by next week you can have some more declines and retest your 398.72 again. Okay, maybe if you have the time, give it 3 to 5 days and then go back to this same video, watch it again. That's how I learned actually when I was starting. You see, I already have so many videos, and one of the major reasons why I started recording myself is whenever the market is close, I do this. I record my insights, and then I let the market do its activities in the morning, and then at night I go back to my video and then I watch it again. I try to compare my analysis with the outcome post market day, and then I just repeat whatever best practices that I have. I apply it on my trades, and then learn from learn from my mistakes, learn from the insights that I do. But definitely, this video or these videos that I make will help myself. It will help me. At the same time, it will also help you if you try to create that rigor. Try to watch these videos that we have before and after the market, and then get the best practices from these videos and apply it to your trades. That's my thought for the day. PNB. PNB is revisiting your MA20 line. So yeah, you're very near that. Maybe what I can suggest here is just wait for that confirmation or a green candlestick to come out, and then enter. Okay, something like this, right? It engulfed and then it moved higher. So I'm thinking it will just revisit that, and it will also bounce and move higher again. PCOR. PCOR is also revisiting. So I'd say, yeah, you're very near that. 3.11, 3.10. You had some consolidation here. You're very near your MA20 line. You also had here. So I think this is a good area to really monitor. Wow, 474% decline. Oil. And then I think oil is starting to recover, especially because businesses are starting to open now. MAC. Oh, MAC, we're done. Tech. I have tech. Let me see my stock. Okay, looks like it is going to bounce. Oh yeah. This is the support, 7.96. Yeah, around 8.05. That's a bounce area. I feel positive for this stock. There could be some more bullish movements. It's trying to reestablish your support right here. Okay, I'm not hyping or anything. It's just my honest opinion. But you're welcome to choose your own stock. I'm just looking at it based on the technicals here. Okay, so if you're considering this stock, try to negotiate, haggle, see if the market will revisit 8.05. Or if you really want to be very conservative, locate where the MA20 line is, and that's where you enter. Okay, but for me, the reason why I said it's this one, because I see this and I see this. Okay, and it's an area anyway, so slight overshoot to the upside or below that is still tolerable because that's an area. To go. Last stock. I don't feel good. This is a bearish candlestick, so it might drop up to your MA20 line. People are just taking profit. And as it has been on, massive climb here, stabilized and climbed again. Maybe it will stabilize again. This level, create a brand new support before it continues to move higher. Just try to read the news. Something's driving this stock to move higher. Okay, 9.73 is the nearest support that I see. I also see this over here. So this strong accumulation that happened here is a very good validation of the 9.73 area. Okay, In the meantime, that is part 2. I have reviewed these stocks for you. If you have not watched part 1, it's just there at the comment or at the description box. The link is also there. And if you have not subscribed yet, I'm inviting you to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you're always updated whenever we have new videos. And don't be shy, you're also welcome to click that like. Okay? In the meantime, happy Independence Day and happy weekend, everybody. Bye bye for now.